Ladies and gentlemen, Ruto will form 8 teams to investigate President Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto will reverse all policies by Uhuru Kenyatta. Ruto is also on record as saying that people who are in others' ancestral land, and he gave an example of Kitale, and he said the lawyers, the Kisis, will have to move out because the land ancestrally belongs to the Pokot. This is very, very, very dangerous. And when I listened to him talking with his usual bitterness, this country has all the reasons to get worried. Yale ambayo alisema, ile mikakati ambayo anapaga ni mikakati ambayo inaweza kuisabaratisha nchi hii katika masaibu makali sana. If, and God forbids, this man forms the government, I can tell you, this country will be headed to the dogs. What does this portend? I remember Mwai Kibaki, when akina Kiraitu Murugi, akina Wegi, akina Murugaru walienda kumwambia kwamba wamtie baroni marehemu Moi, alikataa katakata, because Kibaki was a wise man. Wisdom is knowing what to do and what not to do and how not to do it. Wakati ambapo anatisha kumtia baroni and throwing him to jail because this is what is happening, what does this mean politically? The first thing is that there will be a lot of political instability in this country. A lot of political instability, I can assure you. No country has gone for a former head of state and remained the same. Kwa sababu yale ambayo tumewahi kuona ni kwamba kuna mataifa ambayo yamewahi kujaribu haya, na kile ambacho yale matukio ambayo tuliona, hata umwagikaji wa damu umewahi kutokea. Usiniambia kwamba Ruto will arrest Uhuru Kenyatta na watu wakae hivi, kwa sababu utaona kwamba by the virtue of the fact that this man has been the commander in chief of the armed forces, tunaona kwamba kuna mengi ambayo inaweza kutokea. Even in the security dockets, there are so many things that would actually happen, including assassination of some important leaders in this country. So it is very, very important that our leaders tone down on some of these rhetorics. Sababu yale ambayo wanasema ni mambo ambayo yanatia wasiwasi, ni mambo ambayo yanaweza kuwafanya watu wawe na wasiwasi mwingi sana. The other thing is likely to happen is that the Kikuyus will not sit down and watch as their son is headed to jail. Hawatakaa hivyo. Kile ambacho kilichopo ni kwamba there will be a lot of tribal animosity, kwa sababu watu watakuwa wakilalamika, watu watakuwa wakisema ya kwamba jambo hili halifai, watasema ya kwamba mwana wetu hawezi, cannot be treated like this. He has been the former president of this country, and we can agree, tunaweza kubaliana jambo moja kwamba Uhuru amefanya mengi katika nchi hii, ameleta mabadiliko makubwa sana, hasa katika sehemu za miundo msingi. Look at the roads all over the country. He has done a lot. The other thing that we see is a lot of witch hunting. Witch hunting is dangerous. Witch hunting is not good for any given country, kwa sababu kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba wakati matukio watu wanaanza kuidana, kwa sababu huku ni kuidana, kutafutia wengine makosa wakati ambapo hana makosa, kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba nchi inaweza kujipata mahali pabaya sana. Again, kile ambacho kinajitokeza ni kwamba, according to manifesto ya Ruto, unajua fighting corruption will not be there. Kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba corruption will be the order of the day in this country. Kwamba watu wakifanya kosa kumchagua huyu mtu, kile ambacho kitatokea ni kwamba corruption will thrive everywhere. Sababu watu watakuwa wakisema hivi, na jambo moja tunajua kwamba I think the frame of the constitutions were not crazy, they were not mad. Even the Supreme Court judges say that the president cannot be prosecuted when in office. Hakuna mtu ambaye anaweza, you cannot go to court and start prosecuting the president. Because the framers of the constitution were very wise people. Si wazimu, si kwamba hawakujua vile ambavyo walikuwa wanasema wakati ambapo walisema you cannot prosecute the president when in office. So as a president, you are about to stepping on so many people's toes. Na hivi ndivyo ilivyo. Kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba Ruto is out on a revenge mission. He's just out to revenge because according to him, he has not been treated well. So even Raila Amolo Odinga could find himself in jail. So according to him, Ruto and Uhuru and Raila are on the same thing, and he is very, very bitter. When Akaji talks, you must be very, very much afraid. When Akaji starts saying this against Akikuyu, because that is the scenario now. Kile ambacho tunaona kwamba the animosity that was there, tunaweza kuona hali ya kutoaminiana tena. Ule that peace that has been prevailing, especially in Rift Valley, inaweza kuwa katika hatari kubwa sana. So Ruto must be very, very careful when talking about some of these things. The other thing is that when you look at some major companies like Brookside and Tuzo, these companies are in danger. Because when you hear Ruto talking about state capture, he's talking about Uhuru Kenyatta. He's saying that Uhuru is so corrupt that he has entrenched his companies in the economy. When you hear him talking about conflict of interest, in fact, he's directly referring to Uhuru Kenyatta and his allies. Anasema kwamba, and even Raila is here, anasema kampuni nyingi ambazo zimepewa kandarasi ni za Uhuru Kenyatta na Raila Amolo Odinga. So this company are likely to go under if Ruto becomes the president. And the workers have to be very much afraid. When he starts talking like this, he is trying to ruin the economy. He's not doing the right thing, he's doing the wrong thing. Jambo lingine ambalo tunajua ni kwamba this man will scare so many investors. Yale ambayo wanasema can only scare investors, and the dollar will become so scarce, and the country will go to the dogs. Inflation will be very high. And kile ambacho kitakuwa ni kwamba unaweza kupata nchi ikiwa katika pale ambapo tuliona nchi ya Zimbabwe, Mugabe's time. So this is not a laughing matter, this is not a joking matter. When you hear a presidential candidate talking like this, I would urge people that given the two choices, given Wajakoya and Ruto, they should vote Wajakoya. In fact, if Raila is not on the ballot, I would possibly vote for Wajakoya, not William Samoei Ruto. Because this is somebody who is a threat to the country's fabric. It's a threat to everybody. It's a threat to the economy. It's a threat to the peace and tranquility that we're enjoying in this country. Kwa hivyo kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba ni mtu asiyejali. And jambo lingine ni kwamba if we want this country to be peaceful, if you don't want this country to be in turmoil, if you want this country to prosper economically, we have to vote for Raila Amolo Odinga. Because in Raila Amolo Odinga and Mother Karua, there is hope, there is peace, there is progress. Na kutakuwa na mabadiliko makubwa sana, kwa sababu unaposoma manifesto ya Raila Amolo Odinga utaona mtu ambaye ana nia njema, a person with good intentions to change this country. You are there, you are not subscribed to this channel. This is Gachagua TV. Kindly subscribe. For subscribers, we remain very, very thankful. Like this video. Let me know where you're watching us from. And by the way, I want to thank those people who supported Alan Nyoro yesterday. I understand a number of people sent money, continue sending. And I also want to wish you a blessed Sabbath. Bye-bye.